Hey guys, today was good. Okay, so all last night I was thinking, okay, I have to get up at 6:30 like usual. I have to be at the door by 7:15 because then I can make it to my HOSA meeting. Well, what ended up happening is the meeting got canceled. I had no idea about it, so I was at school at 6:35, 6:40 in the morning, or not 6:35, 7:35, 7:40 in the morning. And I went inside and I sat and I looked all over for Miss Miller in the lab and in Miss Gardner's room and in her room, and she was nowhere to be found. So I figured, one, it's either been canceled, or two, no one bothered to show up, which is not normal for either of them. And normally when it is canceled, it's because, hey, we couldn't get enough people to come, or the weather is crappy, or, we're at a competition or something. There's a reason behind it, and we get an alert for it. Well, I had no idea, even though apparently everybody else did. So, yeah. Anyway, so then in first period, we spent the majority of it in the lab doing long spine board stuff. Mainly doing a couple of different victims. In the first one, I was paired up with Hunter to be the EMTs from the ambulance, and in the second one, Hunter and I were taking notes on what other people were doing. But, yeah. So then, in second period, we had a sub, because apparently a ton of teachers have been out sick. Like Miss Molinax has the flu. I got an email about that this morning. Miss Gardner, nobody knows what happened to her. And there were about 5 or 6 other teachers today alone that were out, at least. I mean, I was having, Grace was out because she has the flu. Emma was telling me that, half of her teachers were all gone today because they're sick. But, yeah. Fun. The flu hit, 3 weeks ago, but it didn't hit our school specifically. It hit, a lot of the elementary and middle schoolers, and now it's just now hitting us, so, yeah. And then, so that means in second period, we were just working on our PowerPoint for the disease. Mine was spina bifida, which I did finish. In third period, we had a little test, and we did Quizlet Live for the majority of the class. And, if you don't know anything about that, it's if you know what Quizlet is, it's the study website. You have flashcards. And then, in Quizlet Live, it's a live competition. You're split up into teams. There has to be at least 6 people on there, and we have 25 in the class, I think. 24, 25, something like that. But, so then you're split up into pretty even teams. Usually you have teams of 3 or 4. You're all given names sea turtle, turtles, sea dragons, tigers, oxen, peacocks, the bumblebees, stuff like that. So then we did Quizlet Live, had lunch, and then had another quiz. And yeah, and we went over the worksheet from yesterday. And then in fourth period was very awkward for me for a variety of reasons. He was having me clean up the lab, put stuff away. Okay, so I did that. No problem. It's not abnormal at all. And then he's having me put Mr. Garrett's stuff away. Mr. Garrett is the other chem teacher. And, as soon as I walk over to do his stuff, he walks in right behind me, and he's like, hello? And I'm just like, yeah, Mr. Camp just told me to do this. And he said, oh, okay, yeah, just sort it, and I can go through it later. And I'm thinking, okay. And normally he's, really clean-shaven. I mean, I've never had him as a teacher, but I see him in the halls, like, every day. Normally, he's really clean shaven, and he had a beard going, and I'm just thinking, like, no, you're supposed to be clean shaven. That's just, you look better clean shaven. Just, please stick with that. But, it was just very awkward. And then when because I was sorting out, calcium chloride and couple other things, but I crouched down. I'm thinking I smell chemicals because there's like 5 bottles of calcium chloride, 5 bottles of something else, a bunch of little plastic cups filled with various pieces of chemicals, like metal strips, but it's not like aluminum or copper. It's like it was weird. Which obviously they all have a very strong smell to them. So I'm thinking I just smell that. Well, then I'm thinking, oh god, I'm smelling blood. It's just, yeah, it was not a good time. Like, female problems. And then with that, I'm like sweating like a pig when it's like 45 degrees outside with the window open, sweating, and then I change into this shirt, which is my EMR shirt. EMS or EMR? EMR, yeah. Which we just got back yesterday, because a lot of the time when we would put this through the washer, stuff would start to peel, like mine started to peel in the corner, and part of the cross started to peel off. For other people, the entire cross ripped off, some of the writing ripped off, but thankfully on mine it wasn't that bad. But yeah, they heat pressed it, and now it's fine, but yeah, and then in 5th period, we finished watching Of Mice and Men, and we did a worksheet on it, and then I brought Emma home, and then I came home because we were supposed to have track, but because of certain female problems, I was not about to go there. So, yeah, it just was not my day today, apparently. But, yeah, then came home, went to the store, got food for dinner, because Mom had to work until, like, she didn't get home until, like, God, I think 11 tonight, or close to 11. So, yeah. She left $30 for us to go up to the store, and I got one of the, Simply Asian noodle bowls, and I got a thing of, lean cuisine Thai style, spring rolls, which was white meat chicken and yellow carrots and cabbage and then coconut flavored red curry, and it was really good. And with that, Gigi wanted a chicken fettuccine alfredo by Stouffer's, so I got her that. And yeah, it was all really good, because I like the noodle bowls from Simply Asian because they're really simple. It comes with everything. The only thing you have to have is a fork and 3 tablespoons of water. So, yeah, it's not exactly hard to do. And then just nuke it for a minute and a half. But, as far as the lean cuisine stuff goes, and normally I hate lean cuisine just because I think a lot of it can taste really bitter. But that's because, like, I don't like lean cuisine pasta or lean cuisine whatever. Like, I like their paninis, and I like their spring rolls. Like, this specific spring roll. I've never had, like, the other 2 kinds, but, yeah. And it was really high in, like, protein and really low in fat. It was, like, 2 grams of fat for 3 spring rolls and 10 grams of protein, and it was really good. And it came with 6 of them. And when I say spring rolls, I don't mean, like, the really thick things. No, they were maybe this thick and maybe this long. But, to go with that, I got a thing of, sweet chili sauce. But, yeah. So, anyway, that's pretty much what I've done today. And I guess I will just talk to you guys later. See ya.